Hey, hi guys, welcome back. So today we will see how we can achieve data driven using TDS table. Okay, so earlier we have implemented data driven using template and with the help of template and TCD. Okay, so data we were taking from test case design sheet. Okay, and we use template concept. Okay, the same thing we will achieve through TDS table. Okay, so this is my TDS, okay, repository. In that I have one repository called employee data. Inside that I have a type called EMP data employee table. Okay, we'll use one of this table data and we will achieve a data driven. Okay, okay, and also in the last video to delete duplicate rows from the web table. So I missed to share one concept when the duplicate count is greater than 2. So that thing also I will tell you by end of this video. Okay. So first let's start with our tedious part today. So we have already seen TDS module usage, okay, where I explained the modules to create data, okay, and to fetch the data, okay, to update the data, and then test data expert module. So expert module we saw, but we saw only one use, so we will see some more usage of expert module, and using this expert module itself we will achieve data driven. Okay, so let me quickly start. Let me create one test case. Okay, first we will see um, second test data expert module. Test data expert module usage we will see first. Okay, so we have test data endpoint, a repository defined at the configuration level. Okay, and we will see some of the usage of this module. After that we will achieve our data driven. Okay, so basically if you go to the TDS folder, test data service folder, you will see a multiple modules, okay, like find and provide item, create and provide item, update item, okay, delete item. So all these modules they have combined together into a single module, which is a test data expert module. Same pattern you would have seen with the database as well. We have like to open connection, run SQL query, close connection. Okay, so there also you will see one expert module, DB expert module. So same way here also we have. So this will offer all these operations into a single module. Okay, so if you see test data task, okay, this is one drop down we have. From there you can select create, means you can create a table and insert a data, okay, which the same task we perform through this module, create and provide new item. And to fetch the data, find and provide item equivalent to that module, we have option here, read only or find. Okay, and to update we have update, and to delete item we have a delete, to lock unlock we have option available. Okay, so we'll see few options here. Okay, create and update we will not see, we will see one find, because create in last session we for TDS module we have seen create session, so we will use see find session to find functionality today. Okay, so data task is find. Okay, and existing TDS type, okay, we'll give employee detail. Okay, employee detail, This is the employee detail. So I have here more than 30-40 records, okay, but I don't want to fetch all the records. My requirement is I want to fetch only employees, okay, employees which is having who is having designation as TL. Okay, if I search with TL here, I am getting some records here, the employee detail which is who is having a designation STL. So how we can achieve through tbox expert module, sorry, test data expert module. Here we have one attribute called query. So you can query your table, okay, how we query in database. So there is some syntax we have to follow. First we have to give the type name, okay, which is a table name, TDS table name, then open bracket, after that column name, designation, double equals single quote TL, okay. So I have applied condition here. I want to fetch the employees which is who is having designation as TL, okay. So I have applied condition. Now I want to store the data, okay. So to store the data, what we can do, we can, let me just copy one set buffer from here, okay. And you know this concept, right, how we buffer the data. If you would have seen my previous TDS video, then you might be aware how we fetch the data, okay. TDS employee detail dot, I want employee ID, okay, employee ID. Here we have employee ID column, okay. So and here we have one another attribute called position, okay. So here we have two options, either first or random, okay. Let's see both option. I will just give position as first and I will execute, okay. So test case is passed, okay. Let's see what value it has stored. It has stored 1231. So this is the first value I am getting 1231 because position I have given here as first. Let me give random. So what it will do, it will pick any random employee ID from this six employees, sorry, five employees. Every time you will run, it will pick some random value, random employee ID out of five. Now it has picked 1237. Okay, if you run again, it will pick some other data. Okay, and there is one more uh, attribute is there. This data structure, you know, right? To put some constraint, we use this data structure. But the sorting one, this is again a good feature. Like if you want to sort and then fetch the value. So, okay. So suppose I want to do sorting. Okay, I want to do sorting on employee ID. Okay, and there we have two options, ascending, descending. So I want to sort on employee ID on descending order. After that, I want to fetch the first employee ID from the descending. So this is in ascending order. Okay, so if you sort this particular column into descending order, then this will be the first 1237. Okay, so I should get employee ID is as 1237 because I am sorting this particular employee ID column to descending order. So let's run and check. So let's check the buffer value. It's 1237, which was expected. Okay, so this is how you can use all different attributes. This alias name we will see while we achieve data driven. Okay, let's see some more one or two usage. Okay, let me copy paste. This is for find. Okay, let me copy paste. Okay, so let me delete this. We have I remember one of my video, one person has asked about lock and unlock, something query they asked. I don't remember exactly, but something related to um, unlock and lock they have asked. So we have option here to lock. Okay, lock type, and then you will give employee data. So now let me remove this search. Okay, now notice this employee table. Okay, and let me just run this log type, and I have mentioned um, table name, TDS table name. People will call it as type. Okay, so don't get confused. So our test case is passed. Okay, so nothing to see in the execution list. Let me go and refresh here. See here, you can see the lock icon for each record here. Okay, that means these records are locked. You cannot do anything with these records because these are logged. Okay, so if you want to lock the record, you can use this feature lock type. Okay, and same way, if you want to unlock, you can just select unlock type and run it. Just see here now, once I refresh after execution, this lock icon will go. Okay, so you can see here it is unlocked, it is not locked now, so you can work with this available data. If you want to delete also, you can delete using um, a delete type. Okay, if you want to delete the table. Okay, and if you want to delete everything, okay, then you can select delete all, but be careful while working in real time. If you select delete all, means it will delete everything, this both data it will delete. Okay, so just be careful while using this delete operation. Okay, and we have like more update also, create also, that you can try. Okay, and I mean, basically I wanted to tell about this query part, sorting part. Okay, and this position attribute. Okay, so now we will start the main scenario for which we are here to achieve data driven. Okay, so in my last video we have used one table. Okay, web table, where we perform this duplicate deletion, um, uh, to delete the duplicate rows. Okay, we use the same table, right? So what we will do today, we will use the same table, and we will add this employee data, sorry, emp data, um, records, like 5 employees I have here. So those five rows of data, I will add it here in this particular table. It will click on add, it will enter the details and click on submit. So it will we have five rows of data here. Okay, so it will run for 5 iterations, and it will enter the data, it will add all these employees. Okay, so before that we will take I will show you how we can take the count of TDS table. Okay, normally we will take a count of web table or database table, right? So same way we can take total record count from TDS as well. So I will show that part as well. Okay, so let's quickly start. I will create one folder. Okay, data driven using TCD. Let me first take one buffer here, okay, to store the total rows. Okay, total rows. First, I will assign this value to 0. Okay, then we will take one um, while loop. Okay, so in condition, what I will do, I will use TDS module, and in loop we need one debug set buffer. Okay, so what we will do here, we will just select find. Okay, and we will make use of this table emp data. Okay, let me change the name, emp data. And here we will use alias name. Basically it will use to refer to the original type. Okay, so instead of that we can use the alias name, or it is just for the reference. Okay, so let me just give a emp, and what we will do, we will use a repetition here. Okay, we will use repetition here, and repetition will value will come from here. If you can see, while we have repetition here, it will come here repetition. And in the loop, what I will do, I will just store total rows, which is repetition. Okay, every time it will iterate, a row will get increase. Okay, my repetition count will get increase, which I will store in total rows. Okay, so by end of this loop, once my loop is get over, this total rows will be having the count of rows here, count of records. Okay, so what I will do, I will take one tbox set buffer, I will paste outside of while loop, and what I will do here, total records. Okay, total records. So this total rows will be holding the total records. Okay, by end of the while loop. Okay, let me just store it. Okay, so what will happen every iteration? Okay, this employee one will refer to first record, in the next iteration it will refer to second record, until we have records. This iteration will keep on going, and it will refer to that record. Okay, once it didn't find any record, it will come out of the while condition, and it will store the total count in total rows. So by end of this while loop, what I am doing, this total rows I am assigning to total record one buffer. Okay, let's quickly run that and check. Sorry, my run only tbox set buffer. I need to run this full folder. Okay, so test case is passed. Let's see whether we are getting total count as 5 or not. You can see first iteration, it has iterated for, it has done iteration for 6. Okay, till 5 you can see here, buffer with name total rows has been set to 5. In 6 the condition got no test data, no available test data was found. Okay, because we have data till 5 rows. So in total records we are getting total records 5, and here also you can see 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this might be little confusing for you people. Okay, so let me um, do one thing so it will be bit clear. Okay. What I will do, I will take one tbox set buffer. Inside condition, I will put tbox set buffer, and let me just give I will take first. Okay, we'll take one column like first name. Okay, first name. So what I will do here, I will just fetch only one column data, just to show every iteration it is taking one rows, how it is taking. So I will just mention this alias name here. Okay, here repetition. Okay, and dot, sorry, we'll use dot our first name, which is our column name. Okay, so every iteration, just to show you people how this while loop is working, every iteration it will take first name. If you want all the columns, you can um, mention all the column names. Okay, just to show or to explain, to make it a bit easier, I am just adding only one column name. So you will see every iteration it is taking it will take first name from first iteration. In the second iteration again it will take the first name, like that it will iterate till all 5 records. Okay, let me quickly run and show you the um, execution logs. Okay, let me expand this repetition. You can see in the first repetition it has fetched first name as Ram. Okay, second it will be Sam. Okay, Sam here. Third one will be David. Fourth one is Ronnie, and fifth one is Maddie. Okay, so now it will be bit clear, right? Every iteration it is pointing to one record. Okay, first iteration it is pointing to first row, second row, like that. By end of this while loop, we are having the total count as 5. Okay, so now what we will do, let me disable this. Okay, so last session I was adding data. Okay, duplicate data. I have created one script. Okay, the same script we will use. Okay, so this is one module. Okay, let me copy and paste here. Inside condition, click on add. Okay, and this is to enter data. This is to click on add button. Okay, in enter data we were taking data from TCD. Okay, that's why here Excel reference is mentioned. Okay, but now we want to achieve this through TDS, so we will follow the same syntax here. Okay, this is the syntax which I had used here. Control C, let me paste here, then let me paste this first name, this is last name, and this is um, email. Okay, and this is age, and this is salary column, and the last one is department. Department. This all column names I have mentioned here. Okay. So what is the expectation is I should by end of this script, okay, I should be able to see 5 records added to this table. Now we have 3 records, so total will be 8 records, okay, by end of the execution. Okay, let me quickly run that and see whether this is working or not. Hope I have not done any spelling mistake. Clicked on add, but it is not adding the entering the record. That means some mistake I have done. Okay, let's check what mistake I have done. Let it get failed. Okay. Oh, test case is showing as passed. Okay. Type the type name Ram was not found. First name. Okay, let's check. Okay. Oh my god. If you can see here what blunder I have done. Here I have used TDS of TDS. Really? Okay. Here also we have to remove. TDS. Okay, and here also we have extra brackets. So hope this is fine. Let me close this and give for run again. Um, let me give for run. Clicked on add. Yeah, successfully it is entering the name. First record is entered, second one also entered. Like this it should enter 5 times. So you can see here 1 2 3 4 5 and the existing 3 records, that means total 8 records have been added to the table. Okay, so our script is working fine. This is how we achieve data driven. Okay, this is how we achieve through template as well. And now we have seen how we can achieve the same through TDS. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you guys, how we can use the TDS. And this is okay. Here I have mentioned TCD. I should mention TDS here, sorry. Okay. Okay, that's all for these scenarios. And yeah, I told to show something related to duplicate records, right? So just see here in my that video you would have seen. After then I have used one step where I have given hash to. Okay, instead of hash to, what you can do, once you get the duplicate count, okay, Once you get the duplicate count, what you can do here, you can create a repetition folder, okay, and you can give the repetition as math of duplicate count minus 1, because if there are three records, okay, in three records means you want to delete only two records, right? You will not delete all three records. We want to keep one unique records and delete other two duplicate records. That's why I have given a minus 1, okay. Then inside that, the same, instead of hash 2, you can use hash of repetition. So it will, if three duplicates means it will be a repetition value will be 2. So in first iteration it will be hash 1, it will put constraint and it will delete. In second iteration hash 2, it will delete. If there is only two record means we will delete only one record, we will keep one record. So duplicate count, repetition count will be 1 here, so it will come and it will iterate only once, and it will keep, it will assign, enter here, sorry, it will assign value as hash 1 here, okay, and then it will delete. Okay, so this part I forgot to tell in the last video, okay. So later on I realized I missed this part, so I'm showing now, okay. And one more thing, whenever you are trying to uh, this scenario, duplicate scenarios, so don't use this table, okay, for more than two records, because there is some issue with this table. If you have three duplicates, okay, if you have three duplicates, if you delete the first duplicate from here, so instead of deleting the first duplicate record, it is deleting the two rows of duplicate data, two rows, okay, and it is keeping only one record, okay. So in that case your script will get fail. So whenever you want to achieve that particular this scenario for more than two records, then use some different table, okay, don't use this table. Yeah, that's all for this scenario guys. We'll meet again with the new scenario, okay. Bye bye, take care.